Coming up.
So, Ms. Martinez, you found out about the survey. Was that upsetting to you?
Yes, it was.
And why was that upsetting?
Because she could have just came to me and told me about the money situation instead of going behind my back.
Were you almost trying to get other people to agree with you and to do something less expensive?
Yeah, I had a selfish motive of still wanting to remain maid of honor.
The $927.04 you spent on what?
On some jewelry, heels, and a dress.
That's a lot of money for a bridesmaid for jewelry, heels, and a dress. Tell us why we're here.
Your Honor, I paid a lot of money for a wedding that I could not even attend. Over here, you could see this beautiful dress that I bought, as well as these exquisite heels and some expensive jewelry. And on top of that, I have some invoices for various party decor that I wanted to have at the bachelorette party.
All right. Why couldn't you attend?
It started off when Nicole asked me to be her maid of honor. I was ecstatic. That's all I've ever wanted to have for my former best friend. Unfortunately, she suggested things for her bachelorette party that seemed a bit out of my budget.
So what was your total financial obligation to be in the wedding?
In the wedding, a little bit more than what I paid for. So I would say probably about $1,500. I didn't spend that amount because 2 weeks before the wedding, she told me that I was not invited to the wedding any longer.
Okay, did you tell Ms. Gonzalez that she was not invited to the wedding, Ms. Martinez?
Yes, I did.
And why did you tell her that?
Well, she went ahead and sent out a survey to the rest of the bridesmaids without letting me know.
A survey? A survey about what?
It was concerning the money for the bachelorette party.
Why did you send a survey to the bridesmaids?
I wanted to see where everyone's head was at in regards to what we were doing, as well as the budget.
So, Ms. Martinez, you found out about the survey. Was that upsetting to you?
Yes, it was.
And why was that upsetting?
Because she could have just came to me and told me about the money situation instead of going behind my back.
And you could have felt like, if you could have just come tell me exactly how you feel, but you felt like she was trying to almost rally the troops against you by going and sending a survey?
Yes.
You thought that was rude?
Yes.
It is kind of rude.
It is kind of rude.
I mean, a survey?
Yeah.
I mean, all you had to do was just call and ask. I mean, hey, guys, I'm struggling. Or I'm not going to be maid of honor because I'm going to be honest. I just don't have the money to do this. And so I'm not going to be able to do these things. But were you almost trying to get other people to agree with you and to do something less expensive?
Yeah, I had a selfish motive of still wanting to remain maid of honor, as well as, enjoying the party with them. But I made a mistake.
Did you tell her, Ms. Martinez, don't come to the wedding and you're not in the wedding party at all?
Yes.
Because you were so disgusted by the survey?
Yes, I was.
So, Ms. Gonzalez, at the end of the day, you feel like since you were kicked out of the wedding completely, that you want the money back for the $927.04 you spent on what?
On some jewelry, heels, and a dress.
That's a lot of money for...
Wait a second. That is a lot of money just for a bridesmaid. That is insane. Like, she bought, basically 3 different items. Jewelry, shoes, and a dress. That is crazy.
That's a lot of money for a bridesmaid for jewelry, heels, and a dress. I don't think both of you handled either situation very well. I think the survey was a little bit too much and it was rude and petty. And Ms. Martinez, I do think you throwing her out of the wedding completely was a little bit much, considering the fact she had spent so much money trying to make you happy. If people can't afford something, they just can't afford something. And as a bride, you have to understand that. With that said, I do believe you spent this money in reliance on the fact that you were going to be in this wedding. Judgment for the plaintiff for $927.04. Court is adjourned.
Something that doesn't really sit right with me on this entire thing is how they're supposed to be best friends. This is your maid of honor. This is your best friend that's getting married, right? Let's just put that baseline out. And then, of course, okay, it's very expensive. And do we have a Bridezilla situation on our hands where it was maybe it was rude to do the survey, but don't kick your best friend out of the wedding because of it. It could have been just maybe a conversation about it and being oh, okay, it could have been totally understood. But then she goes as far as kicking her best friend out of her wedding. That's amazing. That you get rid of a sincere friendship, a good friendship, just because of something like that. That just doesn't seem right to me. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Love ya.